everybody. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm super nervous, super excited, so I'm probably screaming. So let me know if I'm too loud because I'm super excited to be here. Let's see. I've got two computers going with me at the same time, so I might be looking at this one and then turn around to chat with you in this one. We'll see what happens. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it. I'm already here. I'm so excited everybody else is here. The junk drawer. Hi. Thank you for letting me know. Oh my goodness. 10 people already. I've got the giggles. I'm so sorry. I am just psyched to be here with you guys for the paranormal penny pajama party. I couldn't make it a worse tongue twister, could I? And we've got so many things happening. We've got games, we've got guest interviews, and a whole lot of talking about Burned. Hi, Paula. The 6th book in my Paranormal Penny mystery series, and actually, it's my 13th mystery release, which is really cool. I can't believe I've written and published 13 mysteries. Excuse me, I'm super nervous. I won't be drinking my coffee all night, but let's calm down. Hi, Jacqueline. So 13 is a perfect number to introduce you to Penny because 13 is seen as really unlucky. And that's how Penny feels about her life. If you're new to the the Paranormal Penny Mystery Series, thank you guys. It's about Penny Nichols, who has this psychic ability, except for she doesn't see like lotto numbers and she doesn't get foretellings of the future. Well, sort of she does. She spots death omens. So she sees death coming 24 hours ahead of time, which is crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. So before we get into more of our more of Penny stuff, because I'm just so excited. I'm just running off at my mouth. I've got to calm down a little bit. I'm just so excited. Let me know where you're watching me from. Go ahead and like the video wherever you're at. I'm already getting a lot of comments. That's so helpful. Thank you very, very much. It not only boosts the visibility of my videos, but it also encourages me greatly to see you guys just talking to me because, I don't know, I'm really an introvert, but on screen, I love talking to other people. So chat up. Don't be shy. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Columbus, Ohio. Awesome. Awesome. I am from Horsetown, USA, which is actually the slogan of the town I live in. Yes, it's a real town, Horsetown, USA. That's not its name, but it's the slogan of where I live. And no, I don't have a horse. Oh, Hesperia. Know where that is. Salem, Winston-Salem. Oh my goodness, how cool. We have 5 author and author services interviews, and some of them are from Middle America, some of them are from the East. We've got one from the UK and one from Australia. It's going to be so much fun. I have been dying to share this with you guys so much. Okay, so let me talk about the new book really quick and get you guys the links so that if you don't have it already, you can go find it. That's why I'm looking over here at this computer screen, because I am going to stick that on here. It'll be a different avatar, like little logo than what you're used to seeing. It'll be me with glasses on. Okay, so back to Penny, because this is going to lead us to our next game. So Penny spots death omens in the shape of a raven. And if she sees a raven, she knows that death or disaster is coming within 24 hours, unless she can find a way to stop it. Harupa Valley, awesome. So Penny has a decision to make every time she sees it. She has to decide if she's willing to jump in and try to thwart evil. I mean, we all have that decision every day, right? Or is she going to just run away? Because it's scary at times. These cozies are really exciting, really adventurous, and they have a little bit of a dark streak. So just beware. So Burned is book 6. And like I said, right now it's only 99 cents. It's only going to be like that for a couple days. If you're a purist and you're new to Penny and you want to start at book 1, you're in luck because book 1 is free right now on Amazon. But you can follow that link over and get Burned or whatever. I will be reading to you from Burned later. But first, let's dive in to our very first game. So paranormal cozies have a paranormal element. Everybody has, not everybody, but the leads usually have some kind of supernatural ability. I've already told you Penny spots death omens, and thus she's qualified as psychic, even though she really can't see what's going to happen. She just knows something's going to happen, and then she gets clues sent to her in the form of songs, and that's how she tracks down the villain or the victim, so she can either stop, so she can save the victim or thwart the villain. Okay, so we're going to test your psychic abilities. Okay, and yes, there are prizes. Let's see if I can get this one thing up. If you win, you're just going to email me at Sarah Walde, the writer. I'll get that up in the comments right now. And I've got to slow down because my heart is racing. I'm having so much fun already. And so the very first one is going to be super easy, super simple. And I'm actually going to ask a guest who's here right now. You're going to hear my family walking around. We're all here. We're all, doing our thing. They won't be watching TV or anything, but you'll hear them come and go. And I'm going to ask my husband to come and help me play this game. Can you come on, Steve? I think this is the first time I've had him in a video. Is this the first time I've had you in a video?
Yes, it is.
All right, come closer. This is Steve. He's an excellent chef, and he's my husband and my best friend. And he's super supportive with Penny. And he's got a matching shirt on. I'll show you, because we're all in pajamas, right, for the pajama party. And this is my I don't know if I can show you right. I don't know how to go. My paranormal Penny shirt. See the raven? Oh, other cameras. Okay, but he's matching my shirt for the paranormal Penny. Okay, so the first one is going to be super easy. I'm going to ask Steve to write down a number between 1 and 10. Okay, and then because we're on different streaming things, I won't be able to know for sure who's answered me first, but it'll be the first one I see who's answered the same number as he writes down. That will win the prize. Okay. So, number between 1 and 10. Let's see how psychic you guys are.
Okay.
We'll look away. So put your answers in. Put your answers in before I see him. I should have done 1 through 13, huh? Since there's 13
there
weeks.
You go. That would have worked.
We'll give you guys some time. Okay, let's see what Steve. Oh, we got a couple answers. All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
We'll wait. What number did you pick? Oh, no one got it. Oh, he picked 6. Here, I'll show you. 6. I don't know if you can see it in my white. And I'm not good at directional things. Ever. So, bummer, guys. And you guys both surrounded at 5s and 7s. Too bad. We'll do it again. Let's do this one. We're going to test you guys again. We've got 4 markers. There's a purple one that looks blue, but it's purple. Mm-hmm. And then there's a blue and a pink and a gray. Okay. And I'm going to hide the colors like this. And Steve's going to pull one, and you guys pick which color you think he's going to pick. Okay. Let's see if you're paranormal. So we've got pink, blue, purple, and gray. And he's not going to get to look. So
just pick one.
Just pick one.
And hide it?
You hide it so I don't see it.
I got it.
You got it. Okay. So we're going to wait for the colors to come up before he shows which one it is. Oh. Lag. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, Steve, show the color and I'll look.
All right.
He picked pink. So who got pink? Deal, you got pink. Awesome, Neil. So if you've won, go ahead and email me. Let's see if I can get that one back. Yeah, email me at sarahwildaythewriter@gmail.com and let me know that you're a pajama party winner, and I will be sending you a copy of the ebook for Burned. All right. Okay. Let's see. How many more times you want to do this?
Whatever you want.
Whatever I want.
Right.
Let's do it one more time.
All right.
Okay. Maybe we'll play again later. I'll call you
Okay.
in. Okay, it's the same.
Oh,
Sorry,
Yeah,
Steve.
It's okay.
It's the same 4 colors. I'll try one more time.
We gotta mix them up now. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. Which one do I want?
I don't know.
All right, I got it.
Okay, so put your answers in. Oh, I'm showing you the colors.
Did you?
No, I thought I was. Oh. You going to show me?
You want to see?
Let's see.
You're gonna show the colors again there. Everyone.
Oh, no, I put it down. I put it down. Pink. All right. Show it.
Can we show it?
Yeah.
All right.
Purple. Purple. Man. We'll play it again later. We'll
Nobody
play it
picked
again.
purple?
Nobody picked purple.
Boy. Some bad luck for your game.
No, you're not bad luck for my game. All right. So obviously we don't have paranormal skills here at our house, do we?
No.
No. Okay, so let's see. What else did I want to do? I'm totally scattered. This is me. This is me in pretty much real life. You can ask him. He'll tell you. I'm scattered pretty much all the time.
Nothing to say.
You have nothing to say. You're so funny. Okay. Oh, let me get my thoughts about me. So anything you want to ask, you can tell me in the comments, chat it up with each other. Oh yeah. This is something I wanted to share with you guys, and I'll share it a couple times. So in my interviews with my writers, I have 6 questions that I ask them to answer, and they will be answering them. And their answers were so much fun. They blew me away. You're going to love them. Hey, Susan. So the answers I just listed under, hopefully it's showing up everywhere. Let's see if I can get it to. There we go. I'll show it. Okay, so here's the questions that I've asked the writers. Is 1, what are 3 things would you bring to a pajama party, just like ours? See, I even got pillows and my boom box, since my pajama party days were in the 80s, so we had boom boxes and some feathers for the raven, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so what 3 things would you bring to a pajama party? What's your favorite mystery movie or TV show? What's your first mystery novel? What was your first mystery novel? And if Penny Nichols, the star of my books, was trying to save you, what song would lead her your way? So for anybody, even my replay friends, if you answer these questions in the comments, then I will be picking winners for a special prize later. But you've got to answer all 4 questions in the comments. And I won't pick a winner for that until next week. So that way, even the replayers can have a chance to win. Okay, so I'll post those questions back again later. But let's move on to our very first interview. Let's see. And sorry, it's going to take me a while. I am still learning how to do all this stuff. Steve. All right, and our first interview is with Dale L. Roberts from Self-Publishing with Dale.
Yeah.
Yay! Let's see. I think I've got it all queued up and ready to go. And I am going to disappear so that you can hear from Dale.
What's up, gang? It's Dale L. Roberts. I am a fiction and nonfiction author, and the only reason why I got on here is because I'm friends with Sarah. You would think I would be involved somewhat with cozy mysteries or paranormal cozy mysteries, but here we are. You're going to pajama party and bringing 3 things to share. What are these 3 things? You're going to have popcorn. We're going to need a good game, like maybe Monopoly will work, or Uno. Uno's always kind of a crowd pleaser. And then the third one's going to have to be ice cream. Because, why not? We got to eat 2 things and keep ourselves busy with the other thing. Number 2, best mystery movie or TV show. It has been so stinking long since I've watched any kind of mystery movie, but as far as shows goes, you got to go back to the OG, Angela Lansbury with Murder, She Wrote. Watched a lot of that as a kid, loved it. First favorite mystery novel. Now, I don't know that this counts as a novel so much as it counts as a series, because they were probably closer to being novellas than anything. It was The Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys was where I really cut my teeth into reading. I became such a big bibliophile, just love me some reading. And it all started with those old school hardback books of the Hardy Boys. It was like an aqua blue looking cover. Favorite thing about being a writer or helping writers? Being a writer is fantastic. It really does fulfill a lot of my creative energy, and it gets it to where I feel so much more achieved than, say, if I were trying to chase after other things. I'm very fortunate that I'm a full-time writer and full-time creative individual, so I'm able to pursue those things and get paid at the very same time. So that's the part that's rewarding. Now, as far as helping out other authors, I feel twice as good when I see somebody else successful from me helping them out. If you were a would-be victim in a paranormal penny mystery, what song would help point Penny to you? I'm such a huge fan of music in general. What song would probably bring them to me? I'm just going to grab a random one off the top of my head. Let's do Stand By Me. Why not? I tend to be a loyal person, somebody that you can stand by and lean on. So that's probably going to be my song. I hope I don't die in that series. That would be rather upsetting. Let's have a talk with Penny. Make sure this doesn't happen. And where can viewers find you and your books and services? You can find me right here on YouTube. You want to learn a little bit more about self-publishing and writing books, you can always go over to Self-Publishing with Dale on YouTube. Love to see you there. And also, if you get a second, make sure that you check out the show Book Rescue, where actually I will be working directly with Sarah Walday. Go over to bookrescueshow.com for more details. We're going to be starting season 2 here relatively soon.
Hey, so that was Dale. He's here in the chat a little bit. You could talk to him and tease him about his answers, or encourage him about his answers. I know that some of Dale's answers surprised me a little bit, but in a great way. I know that when Steve and I started dating, thanks, babe. In his bedroom, he had this wooden shelf, which is now in our daughter's bedroom, and it was just shelves of blue Hardy Boy covers. And when you said "Stand By Me," it it made me giggle, because I'm totally sure that's a song Steve would have picked, right, Steve? He's giving us a thumbs up. He's so you guys are very similar. Anyway, so that's how the questions are going to look like. Let me get you Dale's information, because for some reason it didn't come up the first time I gave it. I tried to give it to you guys. So let's see. I had all of this organized, but I'm so new to some of this stuff that, it's just what it is. What it is. Next time I could do this when the video's going. That was my intention. That's what I did over here, and it didn't work. Okay, so what did you guys think of Dale's answers? I saw you guys talking about popcorn and ice cream and the Hardy Boys. Murder, She Wrote is what shocked me the most for Dale, but it's Murder, She Wrote. Come on. If you like mysteries, you probably like Murder, She Wrote. In fact, there's this channel on YouTube. I forget the name of it. I'll have to look it up and post it later. And she takes you through clips of Murder, She Wrote, and I don't know, she kind of, what is that called? Roast them, but in a very loving, very, very Jessica Fletcher kind of way. So like one of the things, when Jessica's about to catch the bad guy, because she says, well, I don't think so. And then she's bam, nails the guy. And I love that about Jessica Fletcher. She's hilarious. Okay. So let's see. We've done our games. We're going to chat some. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to introduce you to some of the Penny books really quick while we're talking about mysteries, because we're going to start playing a scavenger hunt. And let me explain to you how we're going to play that. What's Murder, She Wrote, Ava? I don't know. I think it transcends time. But maybe, I don't know. The girl who roasts them, I think she's maybe 26 and she loved them. I think a lot of people, even the younger generations, grew up watching them with their grandparents at the very least, and then they have like a special place in their heart for Murder, She Wrote. So let's see here. So here is my paperback of Burned. I don't know if the light is, yeah, I'm not very good. I told you about angles. But we're going to do a scavenger hunt. That's what I was talking about. And this is how it's going to work. All right? Because I remember going to pajama parties and we'd have all kinds of games. We'd have, Truth or Dare, which I was going to play and then didn't get as many Truth or Dare questions or suggestions. And I think I might be glad about that, because I don't know, Penny would be doing the truths, but I would have to be doing the dares, and that's a little risky. So instead I decided we're going to do a scavenger hunt. And what will happen is I will ask you a question regarding Penny or me as an author, and I will supply you a link to go find the answer if you don't know it already. So what you're going to want to do, if you can, is open another tab so you can follow over to the link. I'm also going to set a timer for a couple minutes so that the new people have time to answer, and the people who've been following Penny for a while can't steal their thunder. And then once the timer goes off, the first correct answer I see is the winner, and you're going to get a copy of Burned. I love mysteries. Nancy Drew, Mary Higgins Clark, the Honey Pot Mysteries. Thanks, Paula. All right, so our first question, let's see if I can get that up. Our first question for the scavenger hunt is, to whom is Grounded, which is book 1 in the Penny Mystery series, who is it dedicated to? Okay. And then when we come back, I'll give you a Penny secret that goes along with that question. So there should be a link there coming up now. And as soon as I see the link hit the chat box, then I am going to set the timer. And then you can go find the answer. Okay, so I have closed the chat box. I'm going to open it, and the first person I see with the correct answer will be our winner. You ready? Here we go. Opening the chat box right now, and I see Jacqueline. Han Solo. Yes, that's right. Han Solo. Han Solo was the very first dedication I did in the Penny Mystery series, and I'll give you a little bit of secret about the dedications. All the dedications in each Penny Mystery is somebody, some character, some band, or something that inspired me as a teenager. And so Han Solo ranks slightly lower than my husband and my dad. So that's why I dedicated um Grounded to Han Solo. He is just, I don't know. I was one of these girls on the playground where I remember being in kindergarten and we would play. We had these like tiger rings and we would sit in them and pretend it was Jabba the Hutt. And I was never Princess Leia. I was always Han Solo because he's the coolest. And I didn't see any reason why, just because I was a girl, I couldn't be Han Solo. So that is why Grounded is dedicated to Han Solo. And all of my Penny books are dedicated to somebody, some character, something that inspired me and got me through my teen years. So Sonia, yay, I'm so happy. Go ahead and email me at, let's see if I can make a banner for that one. It's going to take me just a second. Okay, go ahead and email me at sarahwaldethewriter.com with the subject Pajama Party Winner, and I will be getting you an ebook copy of Burned. Yay, I'm so excited. Burned is not dedicated to Han Solo, and that's very funny because Burned is dedicated to somebody else I've already talked about tonight. So you'll have to go check that out and see who is dedicated to that. That's not a scavenger hunt question. Yes, he did, Ava. Han Solo shot first, and that's what makes him amazing. Yes, I know it causes fights, but there's a time to stick by your guns, and yeah, Han Solo does. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to go on to the second scavenger hunt question. Let's see, and I think I have it all loaded up and ready to go. And that question is, how many ghost emojis are in the title of the video that's linked below? So I'm going to send you over to YouTube again. So have another link so you can go click on it and find how many emojis are in the title, okay, of this video. And again, I'll play the timer. I might stop it beforehand because I think I gave you guys a little bit long, but let's go. So Facebook, for some reason, it's not going over to you. So let me get you up there first before I set the timer. And it's whoever I see first. So it might not even be the person who's answered first. So you still have time. I'll make sure I have both all ready to go the next time. Okay. All right. I'm going to start the timer and then we'll come back and we'll chat a little bit more. Beep, 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 beep. That timer feels so long. Let me know if it's too long because I don't want to waste time with like just a timer. I want to be able to talk to you guys and answer questions you might have and read your answers to my questions. So let's see. Are you ready? I'm going to just turn on my comments, and the first person I see with the right answer is the winner of the ebook. You ready? Dale, two is correct. 2 ghost emojis. How many of you guys liked the video while you're there? You don't have to tell me. It's okay. Oh, I'm glad it's working too, Sonia. Yay. Okay. All right. So let's see. I don't really have any secrets to tell you about the ghost. All that video is about is why I write paranormal mysteries in the first place. I think it's an interesting fact. I love learning more about writers. I'd love for you to read it, watch it, comment on it, and we can have a conversation about that. But now we're going to move on to our next guest. Okay, let me get all this ready. And that is going to be Jane. Jane, I met Jane through her YouTube channel, and she is a cozy mystery writer as well. Here we go.
Hi, Sarah. Thanks so much for having me on tonight. This is super fun. And hi, everybody out there. So I'm supposed to introduce myself. I am Jane Kalmus. I am a mystery writer and YouTuber. My channel is called Fiction Technician, and it's where I talk about all of the ins and outs of mystery writing. So if you've ever dreamed of writing a cozy mystery, I have got you covered with lots of practical tips for coming up with plot twists, red herrings, clues, and all the rest. I'm also a mystery writer, and you can find my book, The Black Rose Murders, on Amazon. Well, if I can bring 3 things to share to the party, I'm absolutely bringing goat cheese and Trader Joe's fig and olive crisps. I can't really see why I need anything else, but sure, I will bring something sweet. My favorite mystery show of all time is definitely Remington Steele. For me, cozies are all about that secret sauce of mystery, romance, and humor, and Remington Steele delivers all of them. My first favorite mystery novel, my first mystery novel ever was Crocodile on the Sandbank, the first Amelia Peabody novel by Elizabeth Peters. So I first read this when I was on a road trip with my family when I was about 16, and my mom had checked the audiobook out of the library for the trip. And as a teenager who knew everything there was to know about the world, I was totally uninterested. I knew that the book that I had brought along would be much better than whatever my mom picked out. But as I kept trying to read my book, Amelia kept drawing me back in. It was that wonderful combo of romance and intrigue and humor, not to mention Amelia's absolutely amazing voice. And so I have been hooked on cozies ever since. My absolute favorite thing about being a mystery writer is just that it is endlessly interesting. I don't think there will ever be a time when I don't have a backlog of 5 or 6 books that I am dying to write. And that can be a little daunting, but honestly, I feel so lucky to have that. We writers, we're literally the luckiest people on the planet because we have a job that is fun and a job that is meaningful. We get to touch people and sometimes even help people. And that is just amazing to me. I'm so grateful. Well, I think if Penny were to get a musical cue that would lead her to me, it would definitely have to be something from the musical Hamilton, since the next book I'm releasing, Murder, Mr. Hamilton, is about a young woman who goes back in time, falls in love with Philip Hamilton, the doomed son of Alexander Hamilton, and of course, solves a murder. And since it's taken me quite a while to get this book just the way I want it, the song I'm going to have to pick is, wait for it. People can find me on my YouTube channel, Fiction Technician, or you can drop by my website, also called Fiction Technician, where you can learn all about my mystery writing course, Simple Mystery, which is launching another round this August. And of course, my book, The Black Rose Murders, is available on Amazon.
All right. Thank you, Jane. That was so awesome. I recognize that robe. That robe looked pretty similar to somebody else's robe. Some of my favorite things about what Jane had to say is, first of all, Remington Steele. Remington Steele. He is awesome. I love Remington Steele. In fact, let me give you a little bonus secret. Oh, I don't have that one right here. Oh, yes, I do. In my book, Tailed, which is book 1, 2, 3 in the Paranormal Penny series. Nope, it's not Tailed. in my book Cracked, which is book 4 of the Remington of the Paranormal Penny series. The dedication, which I'm sure you guys can't see, is to Remington Steele and Laura Holt. Because I love Remington Steele. He's so great. Hi, SD. It's awesome. Remington Steele. I was raised on Remington Steele, and I have paid it forward. I have raised my children on Remington Steele. I think they could totally quote everything. I know 80s Mysteries TV is, I think it was like, it was clean, but it was a little bit edgy. And it just hit all the right beats, didn't it? I love mysteries. And oh my goodness, Remington Steele. So that's really fun. Also, Jane's YouTube channel, like I just told you, Fiction Technician, is awesome for cozy writers. Excuse me. Talking too fast. It's awesome. Even though I've written and published 13 mysteries, her short, witty how-tos and structural things, like she's got ones on plot, videos on plot twists and red herrings. They just inspire me to keep writing, because you can never learn too much, right? You can learn too much and try to be like too many other people, but you can't ever learn enough when it comes to writing, right? So Jane and Fiction Technician is amazing. All right. Having said that, let's get on to the next scavenger hunt. Let me see. I know I got to make my weird thinking face again and come on over to my questions. Okay, yes, here we go. This one is going to be taking you to my Amazon author page, and its question is, let's see if I can get it over here too. How many, what two animals, not how many, what two animals do I speak about in my author bio? So if you know, great. You still have to wait for the timer. Let's see. And let me find the link for Facebook, because for some reason the Facebook ones aren't going through. And I'm going to start the timer when I can get to it. Beep. All right, so get your answers in. I'm not in the comments yet, so I'm just about to head over there. And it's the first one I see. And if you've already won a copy of Burned, I have some bookish swag, which is kind of cheesy, but it's a pajama party. It's all about cheesy. And cozy mysteries themselves are slightly cheesy with a whole lot of fun mixed in. And let me show you. Let me show you the swag. You ready? It's a temporary tattoo of Penny Nichols. I don't know if I could get it on there right. It's her head. In hindsight, I probably should have chosen Spade, her cat, or maybe the Raven itself, but I don't know if I could wear Raven knowing what I do to people who the Raven lands on in Penny Mysteries. I don't know. Okay, so let's move over to the comments and let's see who has it. Sonia again. Yay! Yes, it's a dog and a turtle. Okay, so my turtle is right over here, but you can't see him. Maybe you can hear me. Oh, he's getting mad. And his name is Franklin. And maybe I can get somebody to bring my dog out and I can show her to you, because she will normally sit right under my table at my feet and hang out with me for a while. She is a sweetheart, but she's also very, very snarky. And her attitude is somehow a little bit of how I get Spades' attitude, even though Spades is a cat, which leads us to another Penny Mystery, Penny Nickel's secret. And that's Spades the cat. So this is going to sound weird for somebody who writes these mysteries that star a snarky, fun cat. And oh, here she is. Hi, Lulu dog. Okay. This is my dog, Lucy dog. She knows when she's being videoed. I don't know how she knows, but she knows. And she does not like it. So look at her sink down. She's doing that. And she's looking at Steve. Please let me out. Please let me out. Okay, thanks, Dave. So that's Lucy. She's my writing buddy. Okay, back to Spades. Spades is based off a real cat. I cannot have cats, for I am horribly allergic to them. But my mother-in-law and father-in-law have a neighbor who has a whole bunch of cats, or has a whole bunch of cats. And there was one particular, now you can hear my dog. There was one particular cat who was all black, like Spades in the book, and he had a little white patch here in the shape of a spade. And so my children called him Ace of Spades, based on a Tommy and Twopence story, which is Agatha Christie. So yes, I'm raising my children on mysteries as well. But so sadly, Spades the cat ate something that had poison in it, and he passed on. And we were really, really sad. He was really young, like 2 years old. And again, he's not even our cat. He's the neighbor's cat. So I decided to have him live on through the Penny Mysteries. And that's how we get Ace of Spades, Penny's snarky, heroic, sometimes, cat. Okay, on to the next scavenger hunt question. All right, this one will be taking you to Facebook. And this is about me getting ready for today. And it's a very short video on it. You're going to find the answer super fast. Here we go. Okay, let's make sure that went through to Facebook. I think so. Yeah. All right. Turning on the Jeopardy timer again. Beep, beep, beep. If while you were there, did you like it? Did you hit like? Did you comment? That helps so much. It's all these little free things that you can do to help support any creator that you like. There are lots of free things you can do. You can subscribe to their YouTube channel if they have one, leave reviews in everywhere you can for their books or whatever it is they make, like, comment. It helps them so much. The creative world is very competitive, kind of sadly. And in order to be seen, you need people to already see you. It's really weird. So, but I would love it if you could like everything you come across. It would help me heaps. but of course you don't have to. Okay, I'm going over the comments. So what was the answer? What was the black nail polish I was wearing in that video that I put on? Ooh, it's still on for today. And I see Jacqueline. Raven, yes. Isn't that cool? I couldn't not wear it because it was awesome. Good night, SD. Have fun at the gym. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I couldn't not wear Raven for the pajama party. I don't have it here by me, but it was a nail polish made by, I think it's called Live Love Polish. And they had a whole Edgar Allan Poe collection. And so I had to buy the Raven one. And I had to wear it tonight because it just makes sense. Okay. So let's see. We've done our last two questions. Let me see if I can think of another penny fact for you. So we've learned things about the dedications. We've learned about Spades the cat. Let's see. I can't even remember now what we've learned about, but I'll think of another one for you guys. Penny was actually named by my son. Penny and I were just talking to one another. Penny and I might need help if Penny and I are talking to each other. My son and I were talking because he is really great at bouncing ideas off of, and he can tell you if things don't make sense, and he can tell you if they're intriguing. And so he was bouncing ideas back and forth off of me because I was talking to him about Penny for 2 years before I wrote the very first Penny, because I knew I wanted to write something paranormal, but I knew I didn't necessarily want to go into the witchy side of things. I don't know anything about the witchy side of things. Not that I know anything about the psychic side of things, but since she's not really a psychic, she just sees death omens and then gets musical clues. It was a little bit safer to play around with, to build a world around. And he's the one who named Penny. He thought her name was hilarious, and her name is Penny Nichols, but it's not spelled like Nichols the cash. It's spelled Nichols. So Penny Nichols. But her full name, which you learn in one of the books, so I'm going to give you a spoiler. Her full name is Tuppence Nichols. And that's Tuppence, once again, for Tommy and Tuppence, which is the Agatha Christie novels and TV show that my children and I love. Yes, I'm passing the mysteries on. I don't know what they'll do with it, but I'm passing it on anyway. All right. So our next guest went, let's see. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? Let's see. My next guest is, where did her thing go? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. She sent me a video, and she was one of the first people to sign up to be a guest for tonight, and I'm super grateful. She comes to us from Australia, but when she went to go film the show, film her part of the presentation, her show, she got had an allergic reaction to something. So the sweetheart went on and made like a PowerPoint kind of presentation on Canva. So it's a lot of reading. It's got music on it. I'm going to play it for you twice so you can see all her beats, and then we'll talk about her answers when we come back. What? So, another Murder She Wrote fan, and I'm slightly envious that she has, what is it? Who Killed Sherlock Holmes, which is the first Murder She Wrote episode, and it's a two-parter. I can't imagine how cool that would be to own that one. All dog-eared and loved on. That's awesome. Polly was great to send me that video, especially when she wasn't feeling well. I really appreciate it. I've been reading her, what was it called? The Cupcake, I think it's called the Cupcake Capers series. Yes, I've been reading that one. It's really fun. You would, if you like culinary mysteries, you would love it. I, however, do not write culinary mysteries for the very simple reason that I can't cook, which is why I married a chef, which he might be laughing over there somewhere in the abyss. And I'm actually going to call him back so we can practice our psychic skills again. Can you come, Steve-O? I don't know if he's heard me yet because there is a lag. Oh, he's coming. He's so sweet. Okay, here he is. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. So should we do the pens or should we do the numbers? Which one's more fun to you guys, the colors or the numbers? I'll wait a second. If you're having fun, I'm having a blast. I would love it if you could like this wherever you're watching and maybe tell me what your favorite interview has been so far. And I don't know, subscribe to wherever you are, because I know showing on Facebook and on YouTube. I'd love to grow my YouTube channel. I'm planning to start making 2 videos a month because I just like chatting with everybody like this. Okay, let's see. We got some new comments, but it didn't scroll down. Colors. Okay. All right. So again, we have pink, purple, blue, and gray. Okay. So here we go. Oh, I'm going to turn off the chat. I'm going to move that over so I can't see it. All right. Pick one.
Got it.
Okay, you got it? All right. I'm going to count to 13 because that's the book that's come out. And then I'm going to go over to the comments and see which one my eyes hit on first. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Here we go. What color do you have, Steve? Pink. Pink. Nobody got pink.
Nobody. So does that mean I win?
Yeah, you win, Steve. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. Same colors. Pink, purple, The purple looks blue in the light, but it's purple. Blue and gray. Okay. Mix it up.
All right.
Oh, Paula, thanks. I liked my interviews too. I loved seeing people. I don't know. It just tickled me to get all the interviews in. Okay. Oh,
I got one.
So pick your color again. Sorry, guys. Steve's just waiting. Should I just stare at you longer?
Sure.
I see one comment. It just tells me one comment. And I'm going to go over when I see. Oh, there we go. We got 3. So let me look.
Okay.
Okay, Steve, what color do you have?
Purple.
So we're not psychic. That's okay. That's all right.
Maybe we should stick with the numbers.
Okay. We'll do 2 rounds of the numbers. Okay. I'm
Gotta
going to turn off the comments again so they're hidden from me so that I can't see you before I click on. And we're going to choose a number between.
You got to go to 13 because
I said so. Okay. 1 through 13. He's going to write it down and cover it. You can do that anytime you want.
Okay.
Put your guess in the comments which one you think he's going to pick. 1 through 13. So colors was fun, but it's a little bit hard. Okay, we got 2 answers, 3 answers. Here we go. And Steve answered. The closest person will win it. What number? 5. 5. You can't. It's
No.
5. So the closest one is Kimberly. Awesome, Kimberly. So you are going to email me at this address, and you're going to put the subject line pajama party winner, and I will be emailing you an ebook copy of Burned, my 6th book in the Paranormal Penny Mystery series. I'm so happy for you. Let's see. Okay. I'll leave that up for a little bit so you can get that. Okay. So what's the next thing I had on my list? Move my itinerary. Yes, you can go now. You don't have to go, but you may go. Okay. So let's see here. Don't forget to be answering the 4 questions, the 4 penny questions, which are: what 3 things would you bring to a pajama party? You can even label them 1, 2, 3, and 4. What is your favorite mystery movie or TV show? What was your first mystery novel? And if Penny was trying to save you, what song would lead her your way? I love music. I do not have a good singing voice, but I love to sing and I love music, and it doesn't stop me from singing. Sadly, to my family, I love singing so much. And that was one of the reasons why I didn't want Penny just to see Death Omens. I wanted her to have something kind of whimsical to play off of. Death Omens can be kind of spooky, kind of like a haunting kind of feeling. So I wanted her to have something fun to play off of. And the clues, so all of her clues, well, most of her clues come in the form of a death omen first, and then she gets songs that lead her to the victim or to the would-be villain, and then she has to fight to try to save whoever is going to die. Sometimes it's a murder, sometimes it's just a bad accident. You never know. She never knows until the last minute who it is. And that leads us to my next question for our scavenger hunt. This one is going to take you, let me see. I have it written down so that way I'm telling you the right place and not sending you all over the place. This one is going to send you to a YouTube playlist, okay? Let me get that going right here. And I'm sure I look really intelligent while I'm scrolling because I can't see myself doing it. Okay, here we go. It's going to send you to a playlist on YouTube. And on this playlist is songs from Penny Nichols. So I like to send my readers songs from the books so that they have a soundtrack if they want to listen to them. I would love to play them for you, but copyright law will not let me do that. I don't want to get a strike on copyright. So your question is, what was the first lyrical clue to pop up in Penny's first mystery, Grounded? Okay, you're going to go over to that playlist, and the very first song on it, unless you've hit random, should be the first song. So I'm going to turn on our timer, and when it's done, I will come back and see who answered first. That thing is loud in my ear. Okay. So I'm going to head on over and see who I can find who answered. What was the very first song in the very first Penny Nichols book, Grounded? Her first lyrical clue. Okay, there we go. Kimberly, again. Okay, Kimberly. So you already won the ebook, but if you send me this to the same email address, if you send me your mailing address, I can email you a little Penny Nichols tattoo. Just for fun. Awesome. Last Kiss has so many meanings to me. So many meanings to me. Most of it is driving around with my parents, listening to music. My parents are really the ones responsible for me liking music so much and lyrics. Excuse me. I'm not used to talking so much. Lyrics and mysteries. And Last Kiss was something my mom would play while we were driving around in her blue truck. It was also something my uncle would sing to us when he would come over with his acoustic guitar. So every song, or nearly every song I place in a Penny Nichols book, has some meaning to me. Sometimes it just has to go with the mystery. There are times that has to happen. But a lot of them are like Easter eggs to the insight of this weird lady, Sarah Walday, the writer. And speaking of Easter eggs, I will share a Penny Nichols secret with you guys. I've already talked about the dedications and how they all reach out or tell you somebody or a character or something that inspired me when I was a teenager. But also, in most of the books, whoever the dedication is to, you'll find random Easter eggs dedicated to that person or character or movie or whatever within the story. Because that's just how I roll. So I can give you an example from Burned. We already talked about how book 1 was dedicated to Han Solo. Book 6, which hopefully you guys all have by now, because, it's 99 cents. Anyway, book 6 is dedicated to his counterpart, not not his buddy Chewbacca, but to Leia Organa. And so there are little references to her within the book, but there are also references to Carrie Fisher because she was a writer as well. So there'll be some of the character names will be named after characters in the books that she wrote. Some of the other characters in the book are named after characters in movies that she was in alongside of her. In fact, there's a character in Burned named Carrie. There's a character in Burned named Dinah. That's a main character from one of her books. And then there's tons of Princess Leia quotes throughout throughout the novel. And you just have to be a Star Wars fan, I guess, to catch that they're there. But in every penny nickels, whoever the dedication is to, there is at least 2 or 3 really good Easter eggs hidden within the story. So the next thing I really wanted to do with you guys is read aloud to you guys, but my voice is falling apart. So I think we're going to, let's see, we're going to skip that for right now and give my voice a break. And we're going to move on to another interview. And this one, I'm going to do this one a little bit out of order. I had planned to do this one almost last. This one is not a published writer that I know. I don't believe she is, but she is like an advocate and a cheerleader for writers. When you see her come on the screen and you hear her voice, yes, this lady, sorry, is as sweet as she sounds. She even like gets choked up in her interview. She is amazing. And so I'm pleased to introduce you guys to Hannah Jacobson from Book Award Pro. And let's get her video going.
Hi everyone, I'm Hannah Jacobson and I'm the founder of Book Award Pro. Our service helps authors like Sarah become award-winning authors. And I actually had the opportunity to meet Sarah through self-publishing with Dale in the series called Book Rescue. Sarah, congratulations on your latest award-winning success. It's really been such an honor to support you in your journey. And I know that I'm personally excited to be here at your Paranormal pajama party, which is just the coolest book launch I've ever heard of. I actually came prepared for the event with my cozy blankets and also my very comfy pajama pants. So I'm so glad to be here and celebrate you in this really special time in your journey. So this first question I absolutely love. I'm going to a pajama party and bringing three things to share. What do I bring? Oh, for starters, I'm gonna have to say giant marshmallows. Not the teeny tiny ones, not the big ones, the huge ones. And these are good for just eating. Absolutely no judgment. Maybe we melt them and eat them. Maybe we put them on some hot chocolate. Maybe we make some s'mores. There's a bazillion things to do with giant marshmallows, so I would definitely bring a bag or 2 or 3 to share. And I would also bring, let's see, I think I'm all about the sweets, so I would have to say that I would bring some homemade chocolate chip oatmeal cookies. Hopefully just slightly crisp around the edges, but nice and chewy and gooey with chocolate. Yes. And let's see, one last thing. I'm also a huge fan of fuzzy socks, so I'd have to say that I'd bring fuzzy socks for the crew and we could all fuzzy sock and talk about paranormal mysteries. So that's my three things I'd share: giant marshmallows, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies, and fuzzy socks, which I think says a lot about me thinking about my responses there. This next question, my favorite mystery TV show. I'd have to say Sherlock, which I know doesn't sound like a hugely original answer, but I really like the fresh modern take on this classic favorite and how they really infuse the just wittiness and introspection and really make it really look at Sherlock from a modern perspective. I just think that's really cool. I happen to love that. And my favorite mystery novel, I'm a sucker for special moments and all things sentimental. So I'd have to say Nancy Drew. Um, it's The Secret of the Old Clock, the very first in the series. I remember finding a copy of that book on my mom's bookshelf from when she was a little girl, and the moment I discovered it, I couldn't put it down, and so that will always have a special place in my heart as my first foray into mystery reading. So thank you, Nancy Drew. I'm glad to have made your acquaintance. And I love this, Sarah. My favorite thing about helping writers, you know, Sarah, I know you know this so well, as do other authors here today. But authors put so much heart and effort and hard work into sharing their stories with the world. And there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that it just takes a lot of hard work to put a book into this world and share it with your audience. And so one of my personal, my favorite thing about this is helping you see the world of opportunity out there for your book, because it's so easy to get lost in the day-to-day of managing your book, managing your business. And it's so easy to lose sight of how many opportunities are out there and how many are just actually within your reach. So one of my personal favorite parts of being part of your journey is helping you see the possibilities and grab them for your book success. I love that question. Thank you. That's wonderful. And last but certainly not least, the penny question. If there were a would-be victim in a paranormal penny mystery, what song would help point Penny to you? Oh, I love this one. I'd say there's an artist, her name is Rachel Platten, and the song is called Fight Song. That it just infuses me with new life, inspires me to keep going on and solve problems and just bring my best to no matter what I'm doing every day. That's the song that would point her my way. And final question, where can viewers find Book Award Pro? You can always find us on social. Our handle is always Book Award Pro. You can find our website at bookawardpro.com, or if you ever want to get in touch, send us an email anytime at team@bookawardpro.com, and we'd love to hear from you. And I think Sarah says it best. Sarah, thank you so much for the opportunity to join you and to celebrate your journey. I'm so excited to be here. And I do think that you say it best when you say, stay cozy and let's have fun. Thank you.
Isn't she the sweetest? I love Hannah. I got to meet her through Dale, and I don't know, she just made me smile the instant her face came on the screen. And it's not just the service that she provides, it's her personality, her friendliness. She really does want to see other people succeed. Oh, let me get her tag off of me because I'm not Hannah Jacobson. So let's get her. Yeah. Anyway, so she's awesome. I really, really appreciate her. And I can't, she's so sweet. I can't picture her needing to sing Fight Song, but then at the same time, I can see her in her big fuzzy socks, like pumping her fists, cheering herself up, you know, getting brave and getting it done. She's a fabulous person. I'm so pleased to be able to have met her and thrilled that she got to be on here with us. So let me take some drink of water because my voice is just going out. And I do want to read to you guys at least the first chapter of Burned to pique your interest a little bit. And I do want to talk a little bit more about the stories or whatever. Sorry, my brain just totally veered off to imagining Hannah dancing in her fuzzy socks and her cool pajama pants. My pajama pants are not quite so cool. I mean, I like them, but they're leggings, and I am not as limber as she is, where she could lift up her leg and show you. But I am wearing the evil queen, so I had to have a little bit, I have to be a little bit villainous as I'm writing my mysteries. So I'm wearing evil queen leggings and my Paranormal Penny t-shirt. Let's see if I can actually get it to show this time. There we go. See, isn't it cute? Who will die next? I love it. My husband, you saw him a minute ago. He was sporting one, and my dad will sport one for me every once in a while. It makes me feel special. So let me take another drink. And we'll get into reading the first chapter of Burned. So my apologies in advance. As you can tell, I stumble over my words all the time because I'm just super excited all the time. Really, I love being a writer. I love writing. I love my stories. I love my characters. They well, really, any book I read, the characters become like my buddies, and I feel for them, and I care about them, and I am like thinking in my head, I wonder like what they're gonna do next, obviously in the story, but I also try to figure out, they wouldn't do this. I don't know. I'm a little bit weird that way, but I love once I get involved in a story, they're like family, like people to me, and even more so when I'm writing them. So here's a secret, not just about Penny, but about me as a writer. I love writing cozy mysteries. I love writing. I also have another series where I write Christian suspense. But it is really hard. I'm laughing at myself. It's really hard for me to kill somebody. Even like the really, like, where's my quotes, bad people in my books. I really want to see them like have a redemption arc and make things okay and like sacrifice for the greater good and, make things beautiful again in their world. So I have a really hard time killing off characters, but I also have really gruesome ways to do it. So kind of an oxymoron that way. Okay. So we're going to dig into the first chapter of Burned. First of all, that cover is awesome. There's Spades the cat. He's waving at you. And look, there's me on the back looking all suspicious. All right. Another thing is I don't do voices well, so I'm just going to read like, your mom's reading to you because that's how I can do it. Okay. You don't have to do this, I pleaded. My eyes crossed as I stared at the gun barrel waving in my direction. The room smelled of sweat and sneakers, not a smell I wanted to perfume my last breaths, but I had greater concerns. I'm sorry. I just saw deals. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's me that's off, man. I can't even really, really bad, evil characters like the villain that won a honorable mention for best villain very recently in Grounded. From she was really hard to kill. I didn't want to kill her, but I did. Depending on the character, Jenna. Yeah. Well, that's something else that some of my readers will email me about is I don't always just kill the bad guy. In fact, sometimes the bad guy lives, and then it's not uncommon for a character you're rooting for to die in one of my stories. So let's keep. Okay. Speaking of, you don't have to do this, I pleaded. My eyes crossed as I stared at the gun barrel waving in my direction. The room smelled of sweat and sneakers. Not a smell I wanted to perfume my last breaths, but I had greater concerns. Come on, Penny. My aggressor frowned with disappointment. Don't do this. Not to me. Don't do what? I asked, buying time. I saw little else that I could do. Having a gun pointed at me wasn't helping me problem solve. It was all I could do to stave off hyperventilation. The stink wasn't helping. Enough with the therapy talk, my opponent argued through his heated tears. His hands flickered with what I hoped was a bout of second guessing. I thought you were on my side. You, of all people, have to understand. A penetrating boom rattled the air. The stench of gunpowder overpowered the previous funk. Smoke wafted towards me. My knees buckled and I sank to the floor. Life didn't exactly flash before my eyes. Only the sweet face of Titus Church steeled me against my present circumstance. If I died today, I'd never get to tell him how much he meant to me. Then again, it might be safer for him if I didn't. Over the last 10 months, my tangles with near death had escalated. From a fatal family scuffle in a gift shop to intentional vehicular murder of a new friend, death was upping its game. In the last town, I barely escaped. My only way out was to find a pivot point between the broken heart in front of me and the raven smudged on his cheek. The raven tagged along like my personal dust storm of doom wherever I went. This pesky bird, also known as the omen of death, kept me living a nomadic life. I never knew what drew him to me. I was nothing special. That didn't faze him. His evil schemes sent someone to their afterlife 24 hours or less after he claimed them. Just to tease me, the raven sprinkled song clues along my path. Those had led me to my current drama at the business end of a gun, begging for my life. So that's not the whole first chapter. I'll read more in a little bit once my voice comes back. But this is what happens. It's typical for Penny to get into town, and the raven is always following her. And that's why I have him right here, my little raven. And he just wreaks havoc on whoever she comes in contact with. Let's see, what should we do now? Let's do our last guest interview, and then we'll do our last scavenger hunt. So let's see. This author comes to us from the UK. I'm super excited for everyone who sent interviews. I really am giddy about it. She sent her video, and let's get it playing. Thanks, Stephen.
Hello, party goers. I'm K.E. O'Connor. K stands for Karen, and I'm going to be with you for a few minutes to tell you about some book news and to answer some lovely questions that Sarah sent me. Now, you may have noticed I'm not in night attire. Very good reason for that. First of all, I'm in the UK, so when I'm recording this, it's the middle of the day. When you're having your party, I'll be in bed. But I didn't want to turn down the invitation, and I wanted to answer the questions. So here I am for a few minutes just to say hello and to get to know you all a little bit better. So on to the books. I've been a full-time author for 7 years, and in that time I've written many, many books, probably about 100. I've got my Lorna Shadow, Cozy Ghost Mysteries, my Crypt Witch series, my Witch Haven series, my Holly Holmes Baking Mystery series, and my most recent series is the Magical Misfits Mysteries. And that's told through the unique perspective of a talking cat. And she has this wonderful witchy sidekick. So I'm everywhere. You can find all my books on Amazon. I'm on Facebook. Search them out. I'm sure you'll find one you enjoy. And if you stay to the end of my little talk, I've left a link with Sarah so that she can actually send you to somewhere to get one of my books for free. So on to the questions. 3 things I'd bring to a party. Haunted house game, absolute number 1. I love this game. I loved board games as a kid, but no one in my family liked playing them. So I often had to play with them on my own. This game is great. You have a skull, put it in the top of the castle's turret, and it rolls down and determines the player's fate. It was brilliant. Second thing would be a dog. Now, you've probably heard authors say this before, but a lot of us are introverts. We really struggle with all the big party hoopla. But a dog is a great conversation starter. Not only that, I love dogs. I love all animals. So I'd bring a dog, friendly dog with me. And the third thing would be a book. Because if I couldn't have a dog, no one wanted to play my board game, I'd just find a quiet corner and read. And you never know, there might be a bookish someone out there in the crowd who's just desperate to talk books with me. So those are my 3 things. So next question's favourite first mystery novel. Thought about this a bit, and I came up with The Bloodbath in the House of Death. I know, sounds hideous, really was gruesome. Probably not my favourite, but it was my first. And it's what switched me on to this wonderful world of murder mystery. And then I just grabbed all the mystery books I could find and read and read and read and loved them. So, not the best book. An amazing title, though, did exactly what it said on the tin. The best thing about being a writer for me is that I create these little escape portals for readers. This world is super weird, and the last few years have definitely shown that. And I used books as escape portals when I was a kid. I wasn't super popular or super cool, but I always had my books and my bookish friends to escape to. So when I create a new book and a new world and a new mystery, I really hope that if someone's having a bad day or they just need a break, 5 minutes to escape, they can dive into one of my books and do just that. And I think that's a lovely feeling. So, the song that would identify me to the sleuth, to either save me or show me as the killer. The first one that popped into my head was Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police. I'm big on personal space. I like my boundaries. If you come at me with a hug, I might gently push you away. So if that was playing, that would be my song. And I hope that the sleuth would figure that out. So where can you find me? My website is keoconnor.com. You can find me on Amazon. I'm K.E. O'Connor author, and I've given Sarah a link. So if you do want to grab your free book from me, just follow that link. It will sign you up to my weekly newsletter, and we can talk all the fun bookish news. Have a lovely party, everyone. Be safe, don't drink too much, read loads of books. Bye-bye.
Oh, isn't she awesome? I haven't had an interview yet that I was just not like, they're awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, she was so sweet to send that video over to us. I loved how she explains why she's not in pajamas because, she's in bed right now. It's pretty late over there. And I love that haunted house game. I've looked for it and I cannot find it. The closest thing, I left it in the comments, I could find is a book called, a game. I forget what it was called. It's like a Escape from Something Manor, and I've played that. That's a really, really fun game. And there's a Scooby-Doo version that I want. I play that at my in-laws' house. So oh, thanks, Steven. I love Penny. Penny's like, oh, I don't know. Penny, I feel funny talking about my characters because they mean so much to me. And I am just, they're just my buddies. Okay, so let's go on to the next scavenger hunt game. Let's see if I could find the link to that one. And I believe this one is going to send you to Amazon. Where is it? Yep, there it is. So I will put it in the chat, and then I'll set the timer. And the question is, what color is Penny's hair in Tailed? Tailed is book 3 of the Paranormal Penny Mystery series. So here we go with the timer. right. So what color was Penny's hair entailed? Let's see. Paula got it first, and that is right. It is purple. So Penny changes her hair color like crazy, and that's one of my little Easter eggs to myself is, believe it or not, once upon a time, I went to cosmetology school, and I dropped out. Yeah, I've heard all the jokes about it. It's okay. You can laugh at it if you want, but Steve's here with me. But I went to cosmetology school, and I loved changing my hair like all the time. Like, so like, I can't tell if you can see. I've got a purple streak in it. I've had a purple streak in it for over a year now. But before that, I would change it so much that it wouldn't hold color anymore. Which is funny because something similar happens in Burn to Penny, but you'll have to read that to figure out what that was. But so Penny changes her hair color. It's the one thing she can control. And in Tailed, book 3, the color of her hair is purple. So Paula, you can go ahead and email me at, let's see, let me get that up, and use the subject line a pajama party winner, and I will get you a copy of an ebook copy of Burned to you. Oh, so my voice is going out, so I might not be able to make it all the way till 8, but I will try. At the moment, I want to introduce you to our newest family member. Can you see her?
Mm-hmm.
Hi. This is Olive. This is my daughter's fur baby. She's all of ours, but she belongs more to our daughter. And she named her Olive after Olive Snook from Pushing Daisies, which, yes, my friends, is a mystery TV show. Yep. And it is one of the things that inspired me to try paranormal mysteries because it had a very kind of dark storyline. He had like a dark power where he can raise the dead, but only for a minute. And I loved it, but yet it was whimsical and funny and dry humor at the same time. And I loved it. And obviously my daughter likes it too because she named her new puppy after her. Olive. Olive Snook. Yes. Okay. So that was our last scavenger hunt and our last interview. Let me see here. So let's see here. Anyway, isn't she cute? Yes, she's a boxy. So she's a husky boxer mix. Yeah, she's only 8 weeks old. We've only had her for 3 days, which is why I look one of the reasons why I look really tired because, she doesn't sleep. It's like having a newborn. Well, she is a newborn, right? So what I think I'm going to do is, because I'm not sure, let's see how many more pages I have left in my story, in my first chapter. I should know off the top of my head, right? I wrote it. I'm not sure I can do that with my voice. Sorry. But I'll give you a couple more Penny Nichols secrets. Okay. What Penny Nichols secret should I give them? Stephen really helps me. He reads my books out loud to me so I can edit them. He tells me if things make sense. He's laughing. So what kind of secret? Okay. My hair is going crazy. I'm going to tell you about her tiny home on wheels and what inspired that. Okay. So Penny goes from town to town because she's running away constantly from the Raven because she doesn't want the people she meets to die. She's not heartless. She's actually really sweet and quirky, but she's like trapped in a really bad situation all of the time. So she travels from town to town in her tiny house on wheels is how she describes it. And it is a red Volkswagen bus. And it has a name, and she calls it by its name all the time. And its name is Godzilla. Godzilla, the red VW bus. And there is a very family-oriented Easter egg reason for Godzilla. Godzilla was the name of my father's red VW bus when he got married to my mother. And there's a lot of there has a lot of stories and nostalgia about Godzilla, the VW bus. And I thought, since I was already going to have Penny like live in a tiny house, what better way to add a little bit of myself to the story than to, you love the name of that vehicle. Yeah, I love it too. Than to like pay like a little, I don't know, pay a little honor to my dad and my mom than to name her vehicle after their vehicle, the one they would drive off in their honeymoon to. And so Godzilla, the van, is named after, I'm sorry, the bus is named after my parents' car when they were married a long time ago. So yeah, I love giving, there's a lot of inside info. If you guys like inside info, I have tons of it, and I love to share it with my readers. And a great way to make sure that you don't miss out on any of my weird Easter egg snippets is to sign up for my newsletter. I like to share things there, and it will also tell you when I'm going to be on YouTube and videos so that you can participate like this and get to know me a little bit better, and I can get to know you. Speaking of which, please don't forget to answer the 4-party questions. That goes for my live viewers and my replay viewers. Let me find the questions and I can put them back up for you guys. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to wrap it up, and because my voice keeps coming and going. Here's the 4 questions. I would love to hear your answers. If you can answer soon, then we can chat about them. If not, then I will be happy to chat with you in the comment section later, even my replay people. I love getting to know you guys. I love knowing what makes you tick as a mystery reader, and I love sharing why I love writing mysteries with you guys. So there we go. So I think to wrap it up, I'm going to answer my own questions for you guys. Okay. So I'm going to a pajama party, and there's 3 things that I would bring. The first thing I would bring is coffee. I got this earlier today as like a celebration for my launch. And normally, if I had time and if I was like on target, I would prefer to roast my own coffee beans, which is a kind of secret about me. In book 1 of the Paranormal Penny series called Grounded, Penny works at a coffee roaster gift shop. And because she worked there, I learned how to roast my own coffee beans, and I loved it. Do you like it, Steve?
Definitely.
Yeah, he likes when I roast the coffee beans. It's really good. So if I was going to a pajama party and I was on it, I would bring my own home roasted coffee beans for us to share. I would also bring pie. I love pie. A little bit too much. In fact, if you've watched any of my stories on Facebook, you'll know that I picked up a pie today to celebrate. Oh, no, you don't have to go get it. We're going to have it later. And normally, my favorite pie is pecan pie, but I can't have pecans anymore. So I would go for peach pie. But for some reason, California is out of peaches, is what they told me at the restaurant I went to. And maybe the whole world is out of peaches. I don't know what happened, but I might have to look that up and figure out why everybody is out of peaches. But yeah, they were out of peaches. So instead I got something called a Sunnylicious pie, which is way rich. I'm going to have to share it with somebody because not just like my family, but like give it to somebody else too, because it's super rich. It's a green cheese pie with lemon on top. It's so we're going to have that later, but not the whole thing because it's really rich. So I would bring coffee, I would bring pie, and I would bring a game. And the game that I'm most into right now is Hunt a Killer games. In fact, my sister and I bought my mom an Agatha Christie version for Mother's Day, and I have been having a blast playing it with her. We still have not solved it, but we will go home and the clues will like haunt me. I'll have to try to like figure out what's going on all the time. And I will actually call my mother and go, hey, did you figure this part out yet? I don't know if this is happening. Anyway, so I really, really, really love to play Hunt a Killer. So coffee, pie, and a Hunt a Killer game. That sounds like a great thing to bring to the party. The next one is my favorite mystery movie or TV show. Now this changes. This changes because like I've listed Remington Steele, I've listed Murder, She Wrote, and Pushing Daisies. I love all of those. And I will go through cycles. Oh, and Tommy and Twopence. I will go through cycles where I will just watch them over and over and over again. But there is one mystery movie. I don't even know if it qualifies as a mystery movie. Yeah, it's a mystery comedy that I can recite word for word. And it's actually, again, it has like a nod to it in one of my books because I have dedicated a book to its master villain, and that is Clue. I love Clue. It's so silly. It's so much fun. And I just love Clue. That's what Tim Curry and Madeline Kahn. So Clue is my favorite, probably my favorite mystery movie. What was the first mystery novel that I read? Okay. You ready? The first mystery novel that I can remember reading that left an impact on me and that kept me going back for more and kept me wanting to read more mysteries was Where Are the Children by Mary Higgins Clark. My mother handed this to me, I think for like a high school book report or something, and it was so scary because the villain was so wicked and so crazy that, there was no reasoning with him, which, I have to reason with my bad guys because if they make sense, then I don't have to be scared of them. I can undermine them somehow. But I loved this book. I have read it multiple times. It spooks me out still. That was my very first mystery, was Where Are the Children by Mary Higgins Clark. Okay, so what are the other questions? I know I wrote them, but I have to remember them. What do I like about being a writer? If you can't tell, because I've already talked about Penny, I love making up these characters. These characters mean so much to me. I love them. They are my family. And the shenanigans they get into, which I know I'm the one who's writing it, but it really doesn't feel like it while I'm in the moment and writing. It doesn't feel like I have a choice. It's like they are just living and doing what they would like to do. I love writing characters, and I love having those characters touch other people. Some of my favorite things, every author I know loves stellar reviews, but one of my favorite things is to get the odd email from a reader who will say something like, Penny is, which I love getting. I have this one. If you're watching this, you know who you are because you mailed it to me recently, but Penny is like my new book best friend. I love that. I love it. I love it when readers will tell me, hey, I know somebody who's just like that, and you nailed that person. And I could see myself doing that, or I want those people to be my best friend. I love making the characters. I love weaving a little bit of whimsy into like flawed characters. I love it. So that's my favorite thing about being a writer. I think, what was my other questions? my brain's already shutting down for the night.
Song.
Yeah, the Penny song, huh? Okay, so if Penny needed to save me or defeat me, if I was the villain, I could think of two songs that could point her my way. Okay, and the first one is Sarah Smiles by Hall & Oates, and that's because my dad sang that to me, and still every once in a while he'll sing it to me again, and it just makes me feel so special and important, but it makes me know I'm safe. At the same time, it's a little bit embarrassing, and I just love it. Sarah Smile, because my name is Sarah also, that would point her to me, obviously, because Sarah, but Sarah Smile, Hall & Oates. Awesome. The other song is a song, is a song I've loved since high school. It's by Better Than Ezra. Again, that's another dedication in one of my Penny books. It's by Better Than Ezra, and it is called Rewind, and it's all about a mixtape that no longer rewinds, and the singer is all upset because they can't relive those feelings, they can't regain those memories, and that's Rewind by Better Than Ezra. Jefferson Starship, Sarah, yep, I even know that one too. Yeah. Was that Lucy or Olive that said hi?
That was Lucy.
That was Lucy Dog, yeah. So those would be the songs that would lead Penny to me. Okay. I have had, I'm going to like cry because I've had so much fun. Thank you guys so much for coming on and chatting with me. I saw that Sonia answered the 4 questions, that she would bring popcorn, Rice Krispie treats, lavender lattes. That sounds amazing. In one of my books, I had them drinking lavender mojitos, but a lavender latte. Oh, Sonia, I know that you won a prize already, so you've got my email address. Maybe you could email me the recipe. Psych, the TV show Psych is awesome. Again, it has all those flashbacks to the past, like Penny songs do. I love that. Southern Spirits by Angie Fox. I love that series. My girl and I listened to that together. We love the audiobook series. Don't you love Lucy the Skunk? She's awesome. And Smallville's Save Me. Oh, that's awesome. Good answer, Sonia. That's rad. Okay. So my voice is totally giving up. We only had about 10 minutes left. If you have any questions or anything you want to say, I'll give you a couple minutes to go ahead and chat away with me as I'm sipping my coffee. Again, I'll give you guys my links for the prize winners. Thank you, Stephen. I really appreciate you being here and cheering me on. Let's see. And then I will, if you guys want one of these awkwardly strange penny tattoos, there's a way you can get it. And then let's see what else. And of course, I'm going to link my books to you for you guys to check out. So Burned, the new release, Burned is on sale for 99 cents, but only for the next couple days. And Grounded is free, but it is not going to stay free. How do you get my newsletter, Stephen? How do you get my newsletter? Great question, Paula. Let me go find that link to my newsletter too. There it is. There's all my beats. Hashtag support Sarah. That's awesome. You guys have been so nice, so friendly. Thank you, Jacqueline. I'm so glad you came. All right. Say bye, Steve.
Bye.
Are you ready to go have some pie?
Most definitely. And coffee. Can't forget
Pie
about
and
the coffee.
Yep. Yep. I love you guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Have fun. Stay cozy. I'll catch you next time. Bye.